Hi, I'm Declan. Not the kid who killed his brother, whatever they tell you. I'm the kid who proved he didn't. My brother Ethan and I were tight despite the 3-year gap. While most 17-year-olds wouldn't be caught dead hanging with their 14-year-old brother, Ethan made time for me between basketball practice and his part-time job at the electronics store. You're the only one who doesn't drive me crazy in this house, Ethan told me that morning, messing up my hair as we grabbed breakfast before school. Don't tell the wicked witch or her mini-me. He meant our stepmother Vanessa and her daughter Cassidy. Dad Robert married Vanessa 2 years after Mom died. Since then, our house became a Cold War zone with clear battle lines. Ethan and me versus Vanessa and Cassidy, with Robert lost somewhere in the demilitarized zone, buried in work and choosing to see nothing. Did you ask Dad about the car yet? I grabbed another piece of toast. Yeah, answer's still no. But apparently Cassidy gets driving lessons next month when she turns 16. Funny how that works. You know why. Vanessa has him wrapped around her finger. Not for long, Ethan mumbled, checking his phone. Some things are about to change. I didn't know what he meant then. I wish I had asked. That afternoon, I came home from school to find police cars in our driveway. Inside, Vanessa was sobbing dramatically on the couch while Cassidy stood nearby, looking strangely calm. What's going on? I asked, dropping my backpack. Your brother is dead. Robert's voice was hollow. He fell down the stairs. My world shattered right there in our living room. But before I could even process it, Vanessa pointed at me, her face suddenly twisting with rage. Tell them what you did. I heard you two fighting before I left for my appointment. What? We weren't fighting. I went straight to school. Don't lie. Cassidy jumped in. I heard you too. Detective Mills stepped forward, a tall man with cold eyes. Son, witnesses saw you come home during lunch period. That's impossible. I was at school all day. Your math teacher says you missed 5th period. I had skipped to finish a science project in the library, but I never came home. Vanessa says she came back because she forgot something and heard you two arguing at the top of the stairs, Mills continued. She's lying. I wasn't even here. Robert put his head in his hands. Declan, please just tell the truth. That night, locked in my room while police examined the scene, I heard Vanessa and Cassidy whispering in the hallway. I grabbed my phone and hit record, sliding it near the door. Remember, stick to the story, Vanessa said, her voice ice cold, nothing like her sobbing performance earlier. Declan came home, they argued about the money, and you heard a push and a fall. What if they don't believe us? They will. Robert already does. And who would believe the troubled younger brother over us? I pulled my phone back, hands shaking. They were framing me for killing my own brother. But why? What money? And what had Ethan meant about things changing? The funeral was a nightmare. Everyone stared at me like I was a monster. Robert kept his distance, and Vanessa played the grieving stepmother perfectly, shooting me daggers whenever no one was looking. School was worse. Kids who'd never even spoken to me before suddenly had opinions. That's him, the kid who pushed his brother. I heard they were fighting over their dad's money. My mom says he's always been troubled. I slumped down at my usual lunch table, now empty except for me, when a girl with purple-streaked hair sat across from me. You're Declan, right? I'm Maya. We have biology together. You shouldn't sit here. Bad for your reputation. I don't really care what people think. Also, I don't believe you did it. I looked up, surprised. Why not? The story doesn't add up. Your brother was bigger than you, athletic, and you don't seem like the type. Tell that to the cops. Maybe we can. You got any evidence? I hesitated, then showed her the recording on my phone. This is good, but the quality sucks. I can clean this up in my dad's home studio. He does podcast editing. Maya became my only ally. She enhanced the recordings, making Vanessa's words crystal clear. But we needed more. My break came 3 days later in the cafeteria when Cassidy was talking to her friend Zach at the table behind me. I slid my phone between the bench slats and hit record. My mom's handling everything. Declan's going down for this. But he didn't do it, right? Zach sounded nervous. What matters is everyone thinks he did. The little freak's finally getting what he deserves. I don't know, Cass. This is serious shit. Relax. It's all taken care of. Besides, Ethan was going to ruin everything. He found out what Mom's been doing with Robert's money. The trust fund, the fake investment accounts, all of it. Shut up about that. Someone could hear you. I retrieved my phone, heart pounding. I needed to find what Ethan discovered. That evening, while everyone was at dinner with my dad's boss, I searched Vanessa's room. Behind shoeboxes in her closet, I found Ethan's phone. She hadn't even bothered to turn it off, just deleted messages. Maya's father worked in data recovery. The next day after school, she took me to her house. My dad's at work. He won't mind if we use his computer. 2 hours later, we had recovered dozens of deleted texts. Look at this thread with someone named Jake L. That's your brother's best friend, right? The texts revealed everything. Ethan had discovered Vanessa had been systematically draining Robert's accounts through fake investment schemes, preparing to leave him broke. The final text. Got proof. Taking it to Dad tomorrow. The day he died. I tried showing this to Detective Mills, who just patted my shoulder. Son, I understand you're looking for someone else to blame, but manipulating phone data won't help your case. I didn't manipulate anything. This is evidence. We already have 3 witnesses placing you at the scene. This looks like a desperate attempt to frame your stepmother. After the detective left, I heard Vanessa in the study with Cassidy. The inquest is Thursday. Remember to cry when they ask about the argument. Say Declan was jealous of Ethan's relationship with Robert, and mention the anger issues. What anger issues? The ones he's about to have documented in his school records. I spoke with the principal today about his concerning behavior since his mother died. I clenched my fists, rage building. They weren't just framing me for Ethan's death. They were rewriting my entire life. The hallways at school became a gauntlet of whispers and shoves. Someone spray-painted killer on my locker. When I walked into English class, 2 guys blocked my path. Why'd they even let you come back? Shouldn't you be in juvie? Back off, Trevor. My English teacher, Mrs. Whitman, stood in the doorway. Unless you'd like to discuss your behavior with the principal. After class, she asked me to stay behind. Declan, I knew your brother well. He was in my AP class last year. This story they're telling, it doesn't add up. No one believes me except Maya. That's not true. Have you spoken with Jason yet? Ethan's friend? I hadn't. Jason had been avoiding me, or so I thought. That afternoon, he found me behind the gym. Sorry I've been MIA. I didn't want them to see us talking. Them who? Your stepmom and stepsister. They've been watching me. Ethan told me everything, man. About the money, what Vanessa was doing. He was gathering evidence. My heart raced. What kind of evidence? He backed everything up to a private cloud account. Gave me the password the day before, you know. Said if anything happened to him, I should wait a week, then check it. We met at Maya's house after school, logged into Ethan's cloud drive. Dozens of files, bank statements, recorded phone calls, and a video file dated the day he died. The video showed Ethan confronting Cassidy at the top of the stairs. I've got everything, Cass. The transfers, the fake accounts, all of it. Dad sees this tomorrow. You don't know what you're talking about. I know your mom's been stealing from my dad for years, and you've been helping. You'll ruin everything. We deserve that money. Then Cassidy shoved him hard. Ethan stumbled backward, arms windmilling, and disappeared from frame. There was a terrible series of thuds. Cassidy screamed. Vanessa appeared, looked down the stairs, then back at Cassidy. What have you done? Go to your room now. The video ended. He set up a nanny cam, Jason explained. Was worried they'd try to destroy his evidence. That night, Robert came to my room, first time since Ethan's death. Something's not adding up, Declan. The timeline Vanessa described, I checked your school attendance records. You were marked present for 6th period. I've been telling you that. I need time to figure this out. Just hang tight. The next day, I confronted Cassidy alone in the kitchen, phone recording in my pocket. I know what you did to Ethan. You don't know anything. I saw the video, Cassidy, the nanny cam video. Her face went white. That's impossible. Mom deleted it from his phone. He backed everything up. The video shows you pushing him. It was an accident. I didn't mean to. She stopped, realizing what she'd admitted. I pulled out my phone. Got it all right here. That's when Vanessa walked in, heard everything. Give me that phone, now. No way. She grabbed my wrist, twisting until I cried out. Listen carefully. If you breathe a word of this to anyone, what happened to Ethan will look like a playground accident compared to what happens to you. The moment she left, I ran. Straight to the police station with my phone, Ethan's cloud password, and everything we'd gathered. I need to see Detective Mills, I told the officer at the front desk. I have proof my brother was murdered. Detective Mills stared at the evidence spread across his desk, his expression shifting from skepticism to shock. Why didn't you bring this to me sooner? I tried. You wouldn't listen? He rubbed his face. I made assumptions. That was wrong. Within hours, squad cars pulled up to our house. I watched from Maya's car across the street as officers led Cassidy and Vanessa out separately. At the station, they put me behind a one-way mirror to watch Cassidy's interview. "We have the video, Cassidy. We know what happened." "It was an accident. I just wanted him to stop." "Stop what exactly?" "Threatening to tell my stepdad about the money. Mom said we deserved it after everything we went through with my real dad." "So you pushed him?" "I didn't mean for him to fall. Mom said we should blame Declan since everyone already thought he was troubled." In the next room, Vanessa maintained her innocence until they played the recording of her threatening me. "That boy manipulated those recordings." Our tech team verified they're authentic, along with the financial record showing you've embezzled nearly $400,000 from your husband's accounts. 3 days later, Robert came to Maya's house where I'd been staying. "I'm so sorry, son. I should have believed you." "Yeah, you should have. Can you ever forgive me?" "No. You chose her over me, over Ethan. He tried to tell you what was happening, and you ignored him too. I want to make this right. Come home." "That's not my home anymore." The juvenile court hearing was brief. Cassidy got 2 years in juvenile detention for involuntary manslaughter. Vanessa's trial took longer. Obstruction of justice, evidence tampering, financial fraud, and conspiracy charges added up to 11 years. Robert lost custody after the court ruled he had endangered me by failing to protect me from Vanessa's threats. My mom's sister, Aunt Claire, took me in. "I always knew that woman was poison," she said, helping me unpack. "Your mom would be proud of how brave you've been." My new school wasn't perfect, but nobody knew me as the kid who supposedly killed his brother. Maya visited often, and Jason became a regular at our weekend gaming sessions. Mrs. Whitman even helped me apply for a special writing program. 6 months after everything happened, I visited Ethan's grave alone for the first time. "Hey, bro, I did it. I cleared my name and yours. They can't hurt anyone else now." I placed a basketball keychain on his headstone, like the one he always carried. "Cassidy's locked up. Vanessa's doing serious time. Dad, well, he's dealing with the fallout. Lost his job when the scandal broke. Turns out embezzlement doesn't look good for an investment banker." The breeze rustled the trees overhead. "I miss you every day, but I'm okay now, living with Aunt Claire. You'd like her place. She has that vintage gaming system you always wanted." I sat there until sunset, feeling Ethan's presence. Some people say forgiveness heals, but that's not always true. Sometimes justice heals better. The family I thought I had is gone forever, but I found something stronger. People who believed in me when it mattered. And I found my own voice, the one that wouldn't stay silent when they tried to bury the truth along with my brother. What do you think? Was Declan right to reject his father's apology, or should he have given him a second chance? Is justice sometimes more important than forgiveness when someone has betrayed you so deeply? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories about overcoming life's darkest moments. Your support helps our channel grow and allows us to bring you more content like this every week.